Yeah, let's go with this one. Welcome to a Wave Defense speedrun. We start with a solo, we start with all the tech unlocked, we start with a personal roboport. We haven't done this for a while, so this is going to be what the cool kids call derusting. What do we even... Yeah, we want... try to remember the things that we need to... Not long-headed inserters. These inserters, yeah. Try and remember the things that we want to start in the handcrafting queue, and then commence with the difficult part of doing an intro and building a power plant at the same time. Yeah, so we're playing some Wave Defense. This is a category that currently does... Yeah, currently has no... Do we put two of them here? I think we put two of them here? Oh, no, wait, we did several of them, didn't we? Yeah, whatever. This is not a category we've been in for a while, and so partly we are trying to... Oh, I'm supposed to do this with hotkeys, aren't I? I'm trying to remember how this all fits together and doing it quickly, because it struck me that we're in the position of being able to snipe out a nice, quick world record. Oh, wait, I should... well, I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm supposed to be on hotbar 3 because we've got all this stuff around the place. Okay, 44 boxes, decent start. It's going to be fine. We've got some more furnaces in here. Where is the... Yeah, we might be able to snipe out a quick, cheeky little world record because we have no competition in this... now I'm supposed to be on this... Yeah, we have no competition in this category so far. This one disappears. We get this, we make this snap to grid, we replace the miners on the hotbar. I think we do that many? I think we later want more, never mind. And then we do want to go... prioritize into... Yeah, whatever. This is going to make it difficult to put more stuff in there later, but also whatever. And then, yeah, the iron is kind of a long way away. Not super happy with that. We want to grab this coal. We don't actually want to pull it too far because we want to be able to build the rest of the base. And yeah, it's changed. This route, I guess, will have changed a little in 2.0 versus 1.0. Where are we putting... I guess we're putting this stuff here. 7 of these, 7 mining drills. Oh yeah, we're supposed to... Yeah. I remembered some of the strats while we were putting together the hotbars in a new save, and we were supposed to copy those from the coal as we go past, as opposed to forgetting it. Is it that many? We want a total of 50. That's 54. Okay, these ones we won't need. And that's a total of 50, which is what we want, which is nice. Let's get this in here. And then, yeah, we actually, at this point, we do need to do this whole thing because of how the lane balancing might work. Get these out of our way. I should have brought in the coal as well. We occasionally need a couple more bits of belt. Oh yeah, and then also, other things we're supposed to do when we remember it. Where are we starting? I think we're maybe, yeah, I think we have to start like back here or something. So this is already... not a fantastic use. Actually, the other belt we don't want yet, and it also doesn't go this far. These guys want to get out the way. Oh, and also I wanted a splitter so that we can start to get some coal over here as well. We're supposed to do that when we're setting up these splitters, but we didn't. Good job remembering how the plan goes. And then I have a hotbar for this as well, don't I? No, it's just on this. It's still on this hotbar. Yeah, that's why we have... we need 3 of these to do a pattern that looks like this. Is it like this? Snap to grid, make this 11 on this side, replace these mining drills. Get everything in the wrong place. Congratulations on a high-functioning world record, I guess. We're supposed to get this inserter in the thing as well. This weird placement is supposed to help us get these substations in. Where did the... Yeah, the first one goes The first one is supposed to go here. That's right. All of, yeah. So we've got all these inserters wrong, which is super cool. Things we are figuring out. Yeah, the first one goes here and then like so. This thing here is the inserter pattern that we want to turn into the tiling blueprint, which is going to go here, so that when we do that, we can have substations in this location that power everything, and then we want to, yeah, continue to spread those substations out. We also want, yeah, we're supposed to drag this all the way through so that this belt gets a bunch of coal on it, so we can just pick up one tile and get a pile of coal that we can then use to hand feed all of these things. Yeah, wave defense is weird for a number of ways. Oh yeah, the last one of these gets clipped off, doesn't it? And then we try and remember how to build. We should be continuing to build this stuff. We're just going to want it down here. Yeah, this is not a strong day 2 time. Never mind. I get this stuff out of my inventory. At least this is running. And then I think we have, yeah, this is what this hotbar is for. What do we build here? Chips, gears, belt, double pipe? Is that what we do? I think we're only going to go single pipe because we don't remember exactly what's going on here. Yeah, pipe, and then this one is actually chips, and you take all of these coils, and then we're supposed to be able to do this. We're supposed to be able to do this from the hotbars, and I had a nice fast way of doing this. Maybe it was with a power pole here, because we wanted to go, yeah, double outputs here. I did have a much nicer way of doing that I have since forgotten, and I think we also want this substation here. I remember these substations. Ah, no, that's right. This all kicks out by 1, doesn't it? And then also we need a... yeah, we need a buffer here as well. Good job remembering what happens, because there's another piece of thing here. Yeah, this is good job doing a speedrun, I guess. This one kicks out by 1. We've got another thing here which does a buffer thing, and then we start with this mall thing. And then I don't remember how these guys were powered, and I think we've left a lot more space there than we actually need. This buffer location here, pretty precise. Which means there's quite possibly something going wrong with it. I need to give you the coils, I need to give you this stuff. I don't remember these being unpowered, which is mildly awkward. Okay, then we want to... oh yeah, personal inserters. These personal inserters... definitely I remember these guys being powered by the substation. So already we may have a bunch of stuff in the wrong place. We'd already have more steel and pipes than we need, but this many... yeah, give me all of this stuff. All of that is going to be super helpful. Copper here, this iron goes here. And the thing... oh yeah, we should do the other substations first. We have a gap of 1... yeah, on things that are precise, and then things that overlap by 1. Did we need to do those now? Maybe not. And then this... we're just going to go this far, and then we stand... do we help the bots with stuff? Maybe we help the bots with stuff. If we help the bots with stuff, we shouldn't break it. And then we stand around here while the bots do this, and we grab the stone mining we want. And then we also do the furnaces we want here. This is going to go up 1 more. Oh no, wait, it's in the correct position. No, it's not. We've got to go up here so we can have a belt of coal through here. And that pole is in an unfortunate position. We're going to need to change that. Yeah, so at this point, we've got these guys all built. We want... did we... yeah, 10 and 14, that's the right number. I guess everything is just built up because we've been bad at stuff. And at this point, I think we only did... I think the reason why these guys are hanging out is because we only actually wanted... yeah, I think we wanted fewer assemblers here. I don't really remember, but with all that stuff done, let's build 2 cars. Let's continue building inserters and things like that. Let's get... where is a place for which we can just grab the coal like so. I'm not going to need this wood, you guys can have it. We'll upgrade those later. These guys are also going, and we want to grab like so, a thing that makes stone furnaces. Yeah, ideally this is the night time in which we would be doing the combat push, and we are not close to doing that yet. Do we have 11 drills? Maybe that's enough for this current part of it, this thing. Did we... yeah, we haven't built the other thing yet. Cool, that's fine. We've got to get this... I think we go around the other side of the iron, yeah? I think that's going to be the play. We don't need the space at all. We do need to get those drills in later, but also... okay, that is not a good place. You can go further, and then you can get in here, and then we need to start building the small greens. And yeah, I mean, we're pretty behind. Oh, my handcrafting stopped. Look at all that stuff in my inventory that we do not need to be there. Yeah, we want... give me the stuff. And then can we have... I don't want to be crafting any of the pipes myself. Or the gears, but this should be, unless we have messed something up, and we may have messed something up. No, the copper's just on its way here. That's fine. We also still have... yeah, we didn't really need to come out here for that stuff, but whatever. We're still building the mining drills, we're still building... oh yeah, and then we need to figure out how far this goes, doesn't it? I don't remember. When we are fast, we have built this, gone and done the push. Oh, we also need a whole lot more inserters at this point. Okay, so the steam engines are going to go at the end of this. It's fine. Okay, let's try and remember where... is this just straight in line? And then it's slightly after these guys, isn't it? Sure, let's get started here. This feels very cramped. I think we are going to run this down to here. This also no longer feels like it's in the correct place. But also, whatever things we will learn by doing it badly once, and then maybe better next time. Those all ended up in the correct place, as it turns out, which is kind of surprising. Except these guys needed to be forward slightly, because we want to be able to get some long-headed inserters in here. Yeah, this is no longer feeling like... several of these things are feeling like they are not in the correct place. This is a weird amount of stuff. Like, these inserters are weird, but we also have all of the stack capacity stuff, so we don't really need to worry about it. Yeah, this is the point where we should be... I think this was supposed to be closer, wasn't it? And I think all of these guys are in the way, and they're not supposed to be, because we're supposed to be able to get an inserter... there's supposed to be this belt of iron rolling in, like, here, or something, and then we... okay, maybe not even there, because we're supposed to have 2 assemblers next to each other. Good job remembering the plan. Did we... we don't buffer this copy yet, do we? We just turn it all into chips and stuff. Yeah, we're supposed to have a dude that say here and say here, but we're also supposed to be using these. Yeah, this is pretty scuffed already, which is pretty rough. This guy's going to be making gears. This guy's going to be making... actually inserters first. Good job remembering the plan. Is this stuff all going to be in the way later? Quite possibly. That's fine. You just... and then also we kind of need to give you, yeah, this stuff. Okay, so make a bunch of inserters. The combat rep is somewhat ready. I don't think we've forgotten too many things. We do want to take all of the solar panels out of the... I think we only usually take 8 out, so we're going to, yeah, come back over here, put 3 of these back in. Throw everything else over here except for the bullets. Okay, we are already in a position of being so slow that we've got all this other faff around the place. Yeah, bullets, grenades are here. Grenades, bullets, turrets. I think everything else we leave, and then we're going to figure out where to do some combat. For this, we don't have a combat hotbar. Why don't I have a combat hotbar? Why did I take the turrets? Do we just do everything with... Surely I have a combat hotbar somewhere. I don't remember actually putting a combat hotbar together with this, which is weird. Okay. We need some mining productivity. We should probably get damage 3 if we are... Okay, we didn't even get enough for mining productivity. That is awkward. Okay, so damage 3 is going to get us a fair way. That aspect is probably fine. The issue is going to be I don't have chips. I will need these. I will need... Yeah, give me the stone. I failed to get the stone. Undergrounds are important. Inserters are important. We usually... Oh, we didn't... This iron is supposed to be in here, and it was not. So all of that is kind of awkward. Yeah, we need mining drills now more than anything, and then also let's just get the 7 of these. And we are back over here to extend all of this into a full lane of processing, which at this point... Oh, we also forgot this. Yeah, we do get a copper buffer at this point. This one runs straight. These guys are arranged differently. How are we even going to get this in here at this point? This is kind of gross. I mean, of all things that were... Oh, yeah, because this also splits here, and then we use this as more... We use that as more iron. Is the other place we're supporting iron, even though we didn't actually get the mining productivity at the moment, so all of that is somewhat moot. Let's... Yeah, cool, okay. And then we're supposed to also have... I think the rest of the space is no longer going to fit together, which is going to be cool. Everyone likes it when the plan is strong and good. Did we also get enough pipes here? I think we need more pipes. Okay, give me... Yeah, 29 mining drills is not enough mining drills. You keep going. I am going to need a whole pile of undergrounds. Let's get some pumps. We're actually really not going to need pumps in this plan anymore, are we? Wait, the power grid is the place we are supposed to be first. And actually, this upgrade is supposed to happen... are we missing a stone furnace? We also miscounted that and didn't get a stone furnace. And we also want to drag some belt from roughly here, but going the correct direction. That's going to be a pain later. And also we specifically wanted the inputs to be on the other side, which is a shame. That would have saved us some belt, because we want to have more than one belt of stuff filing in here, but if we did the inputs down here, we could have a splitter here and just have one belt going in either direction. As it is, we kind of need several of those. Unfortunate. Yeah. Oh yeah, 4 was the number. We did want... These guys connect over here, and then we did want another offshore pump. And then we wanted one for the petrochem as well. That's the number of offshore pumps we should have crafted at the beginning, but it's not a big deal yet. We do need less power, because in 1.1 we had to build RCUs, and in this run we do not need to build RCUs. How many is that in total? 24. We are going to resplit this here, even though it kind of doesn't matter. And then usually we have an overlap of... I say usually, in the 1.1 plan that we are bringing forwards, we had a bit of an overlap of 3. Yeah, we need a couple more of these guys. We've run out of pipes, which is fine. We may or may not have put all the pipes in the middle, also not a huge deal. This is going to be all of the coal we need for the rest of the run, and we're out of belt. Okay, if we're out of belt, we can't build anything else. We have to go back and get the rest of the belt. We should also have limited... I don't know that we need any of these. We should also have limited these boxes at this point, but I think to only 4 stacks. And then I think we need to get rid of this guy. This is not enough pipe, is it? We're going to need more pipe. And then let's just, yeah, bang some assemblers into the queue, bang. Okay, yeah, get all the helpful stuff. Turn these guys back to inserters. 83 should be enough mining drills for everything else we need to do. So we are... Oh, we also have completely forgotten to handcraft... Okay, so we've not built these mining drills, which is pretty important. Grab me all of this wood as well. Do we need more boxes? I don't think we need more boxes. Yeah, we should... I mean, this is the next thing we need to come back to do anyway, but we're just going to slap those guys on there for now, which actually doesn't matter because we don't have the power poles. Cool, good job. Things going super well. Yeah, we're just going to run this one in here. This is going to go left, left. Is that the right way around? Whatever. This is going to go input priority from the side that can't get to the smelting. And, yeah, let's... Where is the petro? Oh, the petrochem is on the other side. We are not going to be swinging back past the grid when we try and build the petrochem, so we should build the rest of this stuff if we can now, and we need another 5 engines. We're not going to need those for a while, but we can just slot them into the queue. It's going to be fine. And now... Yeah, we are just deeply behind where we would have liked to be. Although this is a pretty good copper patch. How many is this? 78? That will actually play. Give me this back because we're going to need to do this ourselves. The lack of undergrounds, somewhat disappointing. Do we actually have... We have all the parts. I should be... I mean, it's not exactly going super well. I could be less surprised by this. Yeah, we connect these guys. This one needs to balance. Take all of this stuff. Should we also go back past the iron and make sure that we get all of this stuff, because we are going to need... I don't know how many refineries I need. So the top... Yeah, so the top one is the low priority belt. Oh, also... Another thing that we definitely should have done, yeah, we would be much happier if we'd got the mining productivity so that all of those were fully running. Oh yeah, this is only a happium number of mining drills. This is only a happy number of mining... Again, we didn't buffer any of this coal, so that's a little bit of a problem. Do we have... Okay, we're going to go on a drive. We're going to let some of that coal buffer because we've also run out of the stone furnaces, so we are going to want these guys. And then we're also going to want... I probably don't have anything in there, which is fine. We want, at this point, all of this stuff back. Oh, and we've run out of... Oh yeah, because we're supposed to take out the legs and put in the... That's the entire reason why we... Yeah, that's the entire reason why we took the solar panels out before we moved, and then we forgot about that, so that's super cool. And that means that going into the big greens build, which we are... I mean, how far through are we? 24 minutes? We are supposed to have the big greens build online at around 18 minutes. That's where we would be if we were fast. But we are going to struggle with that because we are already out of suit power, which is a little bit of an issue. And then, yeah, this is the one that is supposed to bend. Is that true? Do we have space to just run this straight? Maybe. Anyway, we want to extend... Oh, we've got some of this faff in it. It's fine. Oh, and also, we were supposed to build these guys with assembler 1s and upgrade it now, but it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, whatever. We want to extend this thing, and then this is what the bots are going to be sad about. But it's also fine. And then I'm also out of belt, which is super cool. We should have more belt over... I'm pretty sure we had a lot of belt over here. So everything is super bad and slow, and we are kind of not concerned. This is... I think we're actually going to need to build... Yeah, let's get another shotgun. Let's prepare for the push again. I still... Yeah, I don't understand why I have no hotbars that have grenades on them. We should have a combat hotbar that would let me build... that would let me pull grenades easily. Oh, and all of these... Oh yeah, because this is usually a thing that's copied in here differently, isn't it? Wait, but also now we're at this point. This lane has to end up in here. Cool, great, because the overflow from here wants to end up down there. Oh well, never mind. Give me all of this copper, put it in... Oh yeah, all of this iron. Good job remembering how the plan goes. Oh, that's why this small stuff is supposed to be tucked in here. This is why we bounce this belt 1 to the side, because when we do that, there's enough space to put the boxes in here. So, good job remembering how that plan went, you silly. Okay, we need... that's not what we need there. We need that over here, but then we also need the rest of these. Cool, so now we're going to go and do a bit more combat. Not that we need... Yeah, we don't really... We also haven't got enough rock so that all of that hasn't worked. Yeah, because the petrochem is just down here. But what's also down here is... Yeah, get some of these guys in play. What's also down here is more mining productivity. And by that I mean we can... Oh, we also haven't done the... Hey, here's one of these rocks we needed to get more of these guys out. And it's just becoming nighttime, which I don't really like. I could grab some of those as well. Yeah, we want to be out here just to deal with these guys quickly. Because we would like the mining productivity. Are we just getting 1 level of mining productivity? What are we doing with these other 400 points? I guess we're just doing 1 level of mining productivity. Yeah, that's going to be... It's fine. This is the new plan, he said, as if it was going well. Yeah, we want to grab this oil. We want to actually take it all the way around. Over here, so that we can end up on the other side of the base. Like that. A bit further. Somewhere over here? Sure. And let's have some tanks here, but I don't think we're going to need them. And then... Yeah, the extra steel is not a thing. The mining productivity is now happening, which is nice. This... Why are you... Oh, because mining productivity. Yeah, okay, cool, great. Do we need... There's probably a lot of... Oh, I don't think I need... I think I need a lot more long-handed inserters than I have at this point. Yeah, put that piece of belt back. Can we have some more of these, and then we've got to remember how this petrochem layout goes. And I think we go to here, and then a little gap, and then this position here is where a tank goes. That doesn't feel particularly good, but we're going to go with it. It also means we got a bunch of this stuff in the wrong place. It's fine. And then this needs to be... Yeah, we'll deal with that later, because we would like to figure out where all of these refineries go. And this is not... is that enough? Maybe that's enough space. I don't think that's enough space. Whatever, we're going to go with it. Are we going to go with it? Sure. We already have enough problems. It's going to be fine. This is still... Yeah, this is still a plan that... is left over from the 1.1 strats, but also whatever I should get. This is also definitely in the wrong places. This tank is in the way. Whatever, we're also going to go with it. Because we need to add some other things here as well. We want, on this side, we want some rocket fuel. Why don't I have any music? I would much prefer having some music. Here we have some light oil. Oh, we're supposed to... Do we get this running first? Whatever. Have all of this... Yeah, we definitely do all of this first, but also connecting the inputs would be a super great idea. So, let's have that here. Is that the... Nope, that's lined up with the water. Great start. And then we also want a tank here and a double tank here, and then the belt that comes out of this wanders all the way around here. We need to connect this to power. We need to grab some water, which is kind of a long way away. I think we still have... Yeah, we have another one of these, which we can slap in. We'll run over there to connect the other one up. Okay, and then we can build the rest of this petrochem and just be disappointed that things... I mean, I don't think anyone else is disappointed that I'm slow. I am not known for being mechanically strong. How many of these did we build? Yeah, I don't know that we need all that many more. We're just going to do this many because we have noted that the 1.0 build... Then this one... I remember kicking this gas pipe out as well, but I remember that being for a clever alignment thing to do later that we haven't actually set up yet. So maybe it's not actually a big deal. Oh wait, we also need 2 tanks on the heavy oil, don't we? Because we are not cracking that stuff yet. So I think this is... I think we previously did 13 refineries, and we're seeing if we can get away with fewer than that. This tank is also definitely in the wrong place, so we need to revisit what that alignment was. Somewhere over here we're going to throw a splitter on this for solid fuel on the left, and then everything else can just go in. We need more than 4 boxes here, because we're going to put LDS in this as well. So... That's all of that stuff doing a thing. This gas is coming out this far. We need... Okay, we're actually going to do the alignment starting from the other side, having already been aware that we might have messed some things up. So this iron is coming out. This coal is getting on the same belt. We are having these 3 furnaces starting here, which puts stuff on a belt. We then want... I'm supposed to use... This blueprint also has a position on the hotbar that I don't remember what it is, but this weird thing here is what we're using to make a low density structure. And then we have a belt of copper coming in this way that will connect to this buffer, which is full. That means we are slow. Okay, I'm taking all of that was bad. I only wanted to fill up my... Whatever, you guys can have some of this. Yeah, we have some medium poles which we're going to use here to bridge this. And then over here we wanted a belt of plastic going the other way? Is it just a... Yeah, it's a whole belt of plastic here, isn't it? And then we go boxes here, fast inserters here and here, but then we also unpack these like so, yes, because this bit here is part of what we copy-paste. None of those things. Plastic is what we said we wanted. That other part is that other bit is part of what we copy and paste in order to unpack the green chips. And then in an alternate world where we had lined all this stuff up better, this whole part here, we would have started from the other side. We would have started from over here, and okay, so what should have happened is that this pipe should have disappeared, this tank should have been here, because these guys all line up like so, and it just connects to the tank. So I guess we're not doing that. I guess we're just going to have, this tank is going to disappear, and we're just going to run this through like so. Yeah, because the usual, this belt of coal would usually run under this pipe, but today we're going to put it in a different place so it can meet, so it could meet all of those, but then didn't. Great. More belt, please. Oh, did you guys make a full... Hilarious. We do not need that many. I think you want to make red belt now, and then we want to only make a certain amount of red belt. Cool. Why? Oh, because of all of this. Not entirely surprising. I wanted this to... Why do I still don't have belt. Oh yeah, because we were having this... My inventory is filled with copper problem. Okay, cool. Other things we're supposed to do as we're building this out is... We are supposed to, as we're doing this... oh, we're supposed to have more boxes. Forgot about that. A thing that was, yeah, kind of also known, is we were supposed to go and grab this iron, or steel. But I'm also supposed to grab it first because I need beacon steel. Do I still need beacon steel? Wants to be on the outside of this so the LDS can be in the other direction. There's a little pipe here, which means even if we run it through, we are unlikely to block up the coal thing. And then we wanted this to continue. Plastic here. I needed more low density structure, but I think the low density structure recipe has changed. It is now faster. We don't need as much of it, which is cool because we've kind of blocked our way in here. In fact, we're not even going to have that many. We're going to have this many. And then, oh yeah, things we forgot. We definitely want these parts to be like so, because we also want it to be able to, yeah, use this blueprint later to unpack a thing, but then also we've got to get this underneath everything, and I've run out of undergrounds. And just dump it in here, and now the LDS is going to the silo as well. You guys want to unpack. All of these layouts are bad. Oh yeah, we wanted this pole here so we could go underneath. But that only really matters if the rest of the base was well organized, and it's not. And then this is going to tuck in here. We've got a thing to be doing coils? Yeah. Is most of our smelting running? Most of our... I'm not even unhappy about that. There's so many other things that... Oh yeah, this splitter absolutely should have gone the other way. We have not got... In the run that is now more heavily green chips limited, we no longer have had the number of green chips coming out that we would like. Then we've also missed some of the power poles on the other side, but that's almost always the thing that happens. Actually, it's here, isn't it? Okay, and then we also wanted this layout. Yeah, this is... Why have we not... Is this box full? Why have you not... Oh, because I put the belt in the wrong place. Okay, sucks to be you. We are no longer going to be making the red belt there. I guess we're making all the red belt by hand? That's not a thing I like. We need 2 of these. We need a bunch of red belt. We needed... Is this all more or less running? It's all kind of more or less running, isn't it? These guys are overdoing it on the... These guys are overdoing it on the light oil use. I wanted to see... I mean, the grid should be fine. The grid is fine. I think we want to be belt balancing this, but then also here... prioritizing the coal in, even though we're prioritizing it into the smelting. That aspect is super fine. Okay, Do we have? We do not have... We need iron plate to be able to get the number of... Is this all full? Jeez. Yeah, we need a lot more inserters. Why? More... Oh, it's steel plate. I should be able to... Yeah. Cool, whatever, great. I still do have this in my paste buffer, which is nice. All of this stuff goes over here. We also want to grab... it used to be a lot more coils. We're not going to have as many coils now, are we? Because we're not going to have as many red chips because we don't need to make modules. But all of this... let's put this one in a different place so that the plastic can get... yeah, all of this layout is so scuffed. Never mind. This doesn't even need to be... Does this... If we're only doing half as much red chips, then we can probably get away with less, with fewer coils, with just like one belt of coils. That feels weird. Yeah, this belt of plastic also in a terrible place. Let's see if we can do this interface today. Yeah, so we have one of these. This belt of plastic runs all the way down. I guess we no longer need to worry about having the extra plastic buffer here, which is also good because we forgot. And then, yeah, half of these go in here, half of these continue. Splitter here, half a... not like that. Okay, yeah, we definitely... Is it this position on the hotbar that gets... I used to be much better at this. We are less good at this now. Yeah, we want these guys to be red chips. We want... I'm actually going to go fewer modules. Is that true? We are still going to go prod mods on some of these. And then I think we just do far fewer than we usually would. Is that me out of belt again? Yeah, so one of the things that makes a build fast when you make it work, oh, we've also not, yeah, we've only kind of left enough space, is if we run out of belt and need to go back to pick more stuff up, that is a problem. This line is going to come, yeah, we're going to have to do spaghetti this stuff together as well. Cool, I'm a speedrunner, he said. Speedrunners have plans. Isn't this going super well? Oh, you know what else we forgot? We forgot these inserters around the prod mods, and then we also haven't got any of this stuff running either. Oh well. So at least we have prod mod manufacture happening now. I think we're going to throw in some more red chips as well. Like this much. Actually, let's do this one with a gap. There's a position where we want to be able to throw in these guys with the output belts running the other way and a little gap. And then this is where we, with the red belt that we're using, go through here. And then we're also going to run out of super thematic, running out of all of these parts. Did all of these guys get their other inserters? Yes. Okay, this is a belt of helpful stuff. Oh wait, not like that. We want to go splitter into red chips on that side. Yes. And we have a buffer of these guys here. The red chips continue. And then we have unpacked our sushi, kind of. And because we have less of all of this stuff. What did I need? Was it iron plate? Here's some iron plate. Why? Gears? Yeah, having iron build up here is not great, but I think we're also just slow enough that it doesn't really matter. Why? Oh, wow. That's kind of important. When I previously said that the LDS was building up by the silo, that is not what was happening. Get all this stuff out of my inventory. You guys have the copper that's in my inventory. Like so. And then I will... They stack to 50 now. That also changed with the new plan. Interesting. Okay, we need more long-handed inserters. We need more assembler. You guys have never... Whatever, not a big deal. So many other things have gone wrong that we're not even upset about it. Yeah, I don't want this plastic in my inventory, otherwise I would just continue to attempt to be building things. Yeah, because over here is a place where we want to have... Isn't there? Yeah, there's 2 belts. There's 2 belts of green chips here. Good job remembering the plan. This is... worse. We want one of these belts here. We've got to have a splitter here, it looks like. I think all these coils want to be further out of the way, but this is again in the category of things that have gone so wrong at this point that I don't even think we necessarily mind. So these ones wrap all the way around, and then the assembler 3s we're going to use here for blue chips. Should we go and do cracking first? Maybe. And then also, actually not there, we've got to have one of these guys outputting on the other side. Sure. Let's just smash all of them out. I mean, this is what the run is waiting for at the moment. All of these guys get prod mods as well. We can now copy and paste prod mod settings, which is super helpful. And then, oh yeah, previously we wanted more module production. I don't know if we want more module production at the moment. That is super interesting. What we do want is cracking somewhere. So let's go heavy and light. And are we still... Yeah. I no longer have a good vibe on what the chem... Yeah, how much of the oil... I mean, have I mentioned that we have not really got a plan for this section? Here and then 2 of these things through like so. That means this is going to have to continue underground. This one is going to be water. The rear one is going to be water. We're going to have a power plant here. I guess we go up to this many. Is that something we like? So the gas is going to not quite connect. We're going to need to connect the gas differently. The light oil can connect. Not there. Okay, the light oil is going to connect there. With light oil, we also need power. We also need... Okay, so the gas connection went all the way around the other side. No, that's a thing we could have done. Yes. A heavy oil connection here. Water connection here. I definitely previously had a better plan for how all of that stuff fitted together. And then... yeah, this water acid thing, actually, it's let's copy all of this, vertically flip it, which also flips that fluid connection, which is nice. And then this is going to be too far, isn't it? We're going to have to go a different way. Whatever, that there is a water connection. You have enough acid, so that's nice. Power this, and then somewhere down here. Yep, okay. So all of this stuff has been buffering in a way that's kind of fine. We also have way more speed modules than we want at the moment. We want a couple of speed modules. And then I think we probably just pivot everything else back to red chips. I don't know. But do we have... yeah, because RCUs are no longer a thing. Oh, we usually have... yeah. Saying usually have, and then... why? We're short of gas? Yeah, I guess because we did the same size plastic build, and then didn't do any more refineries, so I think we actually just get rid of some of this plastic. Because we're probably not even using that much, because we would like to be able to have the acid. I would like to not have this copper in my inventory, thanks. Okay, I did want one more of these. Okay, we're starting to get the speed modules out, which is super cool. We should have a buffer of... yeah, we should have a buffer of all of this stuff as well, but we kind of don't. Yeah, this one we want to be prod mod 2s. We would really like to, yeah, be able to do that. Red chips. The red chips we actually no longer care about, do we? So I think we just, yeah, we used to have more modules production here. We don't care about that either. I think that means we change our mind about all of this and go underneath here. Oh, why are you making speed modules? Don't be doing that. Just, yeah, you can go over here. You can grab anything you want and put it in this box. Could we not be doing that? Oh, because I thought I checked. Yeah, I guess we had to check all of them individually, didn't we? And then, is this 30 assemblers here? It is. 30 assemblers will fully utilize a belt of coils, so I don't think we need that many. Yeah. Do we have all of these guys? All these guys? Yeah, you also have some more of these. You get fully upgraded, and then why Oh, because yeah, because we had all of these. Okay, and it actually wants to go here and back in, doesn't it? And we can give you the rest of. We could be more precise about that. I don't even think it matters at this point. I think so many other things have gone wrong. We are not really concerned. We would actually like to have some of these prod mods. Give me some of these prod mods. I think we're going to have more prod mods than we need. I think we're also, because of the silly things we've done, been short on other stuff as well. No big deal. Let's get the... Oh, I wanted red belt. If I had a red belt... Aren't we also supposed to... Yeah, we're supposed to cut the mall when we go up to the big greens build, but we're also so far behind on everything else that I don't think we really mind. We have speed modules on this belt as well. Oh yeah, we were going to upgrade this to a thing later, weren't we? Yeah, we have speed modules on this belt as well. No big deal. Those speed modules do want to be at the silo. But also it kind of doesn't really matter. And then let's get this out of the way a little bit, because we don't want to be building, we don't want to power the silo until we have the prod mod 3s in it. But we would also like to, yeah, let's separate off the speed modules. And have them in a box over here. Sure. And then these, yeah, these guys also. This is going to be super weird. Don't even worry about it, I guess. The parts can be in the silo as long as we don't actually power the silo. And this... let's get rid of these ones. Yep, okay, fine. So we've got speed mods here. I think we're going to have enough speed mods because all we really want to do is be speed moduling for beacons, for which I need more chips. And now we are down to actually needing these guys. Are you 14? I'm going to start handcrafting. Am I? If I can get some of these, yeah, handcrafting some of these guys. We're going to cut all the speed mods. We're just going to have red chips, of which we still don't care because the ratios are probably not very good. Could we have more beacons in here? Do we need more beacons in here? Is it down to the rate at which we are making all this stuff happen? Do I have... I did want more beacons. 4, 10... This is actually the last one. So give me all these prod mods back, give me all these things back, and as soon as this one finishes, we want to go to speed mod 3s. And this should give us... We overmade prod mods by 1. Okay, we overmade prod mod 2s by 1. Still not a big deal. I still would like more beacons. And yeah, we are so slow that the green chip buffer is not even really being stressed yet, which is kinda wild. So I finished my prod mod. These, we want to speed beacon the silo as well, which is not running yet, but could be if we had... Yeah, when this guy finishes... Oh, we overmade Do these only need 4? These only need 4. Do they always need 4? Have I miscounted this again? No big deal. Okay, so we have... Yeah, you don't get to exist either now. And now we are short on beacons. Yeah, the... Oh, we also... I have this hotbar to remind me that I should have actually put the exoskeleton back in my suit, but never mind. Why are we... Oh, we're short on power poles. That's hilarious. And then we also wanted this power pole in here, and everyone wants to get in the furnaces. And we are... Yeah, we are... allowed items satellite. Do we have to build a satellite now? That would be interesting. Maybe we need to... Yeah, I think we're just going to fire a fish into orbit if we can. Is that a thing that is allowed? I should also be checking in with... Just noticed that I've got a lot of rocket fuel. I should be checking in with the total production of blue chips, 648. This needs to get to 720 and then we are done. So, yeah, take out the solar panels, put the legs in, put the solar panels back. Could we... Grid is still fine. Acid is struggling for acid. Maybe we do need more refineries. Maybe one of these guys aren't all full. Are all these guys processing? They are processing, but we have... Okay, yeah, we've got more rocket fuel than we need, don't we? I mean, do we have more rocket fuel than we need? Let's check the rocket fuel. 1.1k. We have vastly more rocket fuel than we need. So yeah, because our rocket fuel... Did this used to be a different time as well? I don't think the rocket fuel previously crafted in 15 seconds. I think if we're going to be serious about making all of this stuff work, we should, yeah, revisit the petrochem numbers. Actually, if we're short on... Actually, are we... I think we get rid of more plastic production, because we don't need it. We can also lean on these buffers. Also, we don't really need much of it at all, because the main draw of red chips is modules, and the blue chips themselves, we still got a ton of the stuff sitting around. Okay, let's see, in the last hour, have we made... Oh, we're at 794. And 734... LDS, we have been attempting to attend to things carefully, but have also failed. And yeah, a couple more green chips, one more of these guys. We are ready to go to space. As soon as all that stuff gets down the belt, all of these beacons means that the silo should be running faster now. If it had all the stuff, yeah, you guys spread yourselves out a bit more. And then the LDS, these stacks going up to larger numbers is also super interesting. Yeah, so we should have... We're probably down to belt delay. Which is other reasons why... Oh yeah, remember all that red belt we handcrafted and then didn't use? This entire section here is supposed to be red belt. Oh, and also, are there any other... Yeah, there's another 60 speed modules in here. And we can put the fish in the rocket, which is cool, because that means we don't have to launch... We don't have to worry about... we're down to... Really? One more blue circuit. That is super unfortunate and pretty funny. I thought we had already made more than we needed. Isn't it still 720? Maybe that was... Okay, whatever. I mean, maybe there's... Oh no, because we also had all the blue chips that went into the prod mod upgrades. We, in fact, were not done on blue chips. We still had a couple more blue chips to make. We've not made too much low density structure. We've made vastly more rocket fuel than we needed. We are going to space. This is a successful Wave Defense world record in the 2.0 version, because it's not particularly contested, and the time is... okay, it doesn't actually tell me the time. 59 minutes and 4 seconds. We got under an hour. That was... what I was hoping to do for a derusting, but wow, are there many things to remember and, yeah, figure out again. Like even starting from here, this this fuel belt wants to go in the middle of the power plant, so we can just run one down the middle. We actually forgot to go back and drop in those steam engines. Oh well. The whole petrochem situation I need to revisit to figure out... Okay, first of all, remember this layout better. And then second of all, figure out how much plastic we actually need for the reduced number of red chips, for the reduced number of... Actually, the increased number of blue chips, because when we were doing stuff with RCUs, there used to be a extra 16% productivity step that meant we didn't need as many blue chips, but now we don't need as many modules, but we need more blue chips because we don't have a productivity stage. Maybe even this layout changes because the beacons weren't super high value, because there's usually the RCUs on the other side of those beacons getting good value, but so maybe this layout changes as well. And then also, yeah, how many red chips do we want? How many modules do we want? All of these... Yeah, there's a couple of chips left in there. Oh, and also, yeah, definitely, because everything else was just slow, wasn't it? Oh, well. Yeah, figure out how much plastic we need. Figure out with these new recipe timings how much rocket fuel we actually need. Figure out how much cracking we need, although I think the route is generally pretty good. We'll build the refineries first, build all of this stuff, build the plastic and the LDS, and just tank the oils and then crack them later, but figure out how much of the cracking we need. I think... Yeah, there was a really cute plan where we would have more plastic buffered down here that I just don't think we need anymore because the LDS isn't... I mean, how many did we make? 14? I think we usually did 17, and then this recipe is just faster, and then everything else has been slower. But yeah, gonna have to go over the numbers of exactly what we want. I also remember saying I would make a guide for Wave Defense in 1.1 and never did that, so maybe we... figure out how things should work for 2.0 and then base the guide on that. We went to space. It was a good time. We got a lot of stuff done. We're also low on crude oil. Maybe that could be our problem. What exactly was the strength of this outpost? 1,300? Probably fine, because ultimately we still have a whole lot of plastic left over and a whole lot of red chips left over. And yeah, and we also had vastly more rocket fuel than we needed, and things to revisit and do more carefully. But yeah, we're speedrunning Wave Defense again. It went pretty fast. It'll definitely get better. We did go under an hour. Good times.